All right, thanks, guys. Tottenham takes on Everton, and that's going to be a 3 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Tottenham's the plus 110 favorite, totals 2.5 flat. The draw is plus 230, and if you like Everton to get the job done, they're plus 260 for some money line cash. And following Saturday's sports wagering action, I'm 6-1 in my last 7 daily best play premium sports picks on patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. We also have a bunch of different great memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to on that site. A lot of variety, a lot of great stuff going on. And one of those packages is called the board member tier package, as I'm currently 3-1 in my last 4 picks in that category. If you want to check out the website, maybe browse a little bit, you actually have access to that right now. You can do that for free. Once again, if you want to browse a little bit, check out my current record. Link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, Everton's coming off a 2-1 victory over third place Leicester City in their last outing. They also shut out Norwich City 1-0 in their contest before that. Everton's lost just 2 out of their last 11, and they've given up just 2 goals in their last 3 matches. They're taking on a Tottenham club who's been victorious in just 1 out of their last 9. And when it comes to the total in this one, Tottenham saw 2 out of their last 3 stay under the total of 2.5 goals. 4 out of their last 6 also stayed under that number. Meanwhile, on the Everton side, 2 out of their last 3 stayed under the 2.5 themselves. So with all that said and done, give me this underdog Everton squad plus 260 and the under 2.5 in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another brief timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines of personal leans out for Monday's international soccer action. And hopefully you're having a great weekend or had a great weekend, depending on when you're watching this. Now, before we dive into some more free content here on YouTube, I just have to quickly remind you once again that after Saturday's sports wagering action, we're currently 6-1 in our last 7 daily best play premium selections on patreon.com/BrockPage. And once again, guys, that's a great website where I sell really good sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. And like I said earlier, we'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. There's also a bunch of different great memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. A lot of variety, a lot of great stuff going on. And one of those packages is called the board member tier package, as we are 3-1 in our last 4 picks in that category. I strongly recommend you at least consider using the website for sports picks. They're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we're going to take a look at the Spanish La Liga Primeira division. I'm talking about Levante taking on Real Sociedad, 1:30 p.m. East. Society's the plus money favorite. They're plus $1.20 with the total at 2.5 goals. The draw is plus 230, and if you like Levante to get the job done, they're plus 230 for some money line cash. Now, Levante was held scoreless in a 0-0 draw with 13th place Valladolid. Not a great effort in that contest. They've also been victorious in just 2 out of their last 8, suffering a humiliating 3-0 shutout loss to 15th place Eibar during that stretch as well. Levante's gotten the W in just 12 out of 33 contests thus far in the season. They are taking on a Sociedad club who beat Espanyol by the final of 1-0 in their last outing themselves, taking care of business. That's exactly what was supposed to happen. Now, Society ranks 4th in La Liga in total goals scored and finds themselves just 4 points behind Villarreal for 5th place in the league. Now, total-wise, no real surprise here, as Real Society's last 2 straight got over the total of 2.5 goals. 3 out of their last 4 also got over that number. Meanwhile, on the Levante side, 2 out of their last 4 got over the 2.5 themselves. Give me Levante plus $1.20 and the over 2.5 in that contest. All right, next matchup, it is going to be in the Portuguese Primeira Liga. I'm talking about Morense taking on Sporting, 4 p.m. East. Sporting's the $1.25 favorite, totals 2.5 juice to the under. The draw is plus 245, and if you like Morense to get the job done, They're plus 360 for some underdog cash. Morense's won just one out of their last four, and that includes a 1-0 shutout loss to Rio Ave. This Morense squad has scored only 3 goals in their last 4 outings as well. They're currently 9-9 on the season with 11 draws. Actually, one of the league leaders in draws. Really, kind of even Steven for this club. They are taking on a Sporting club who hasn't lost a match in their last 6 straight themselves. They went 5-0 with a push during that stretch. Give me one sec, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, 5-0 with a push during that stretch. They shut out the likes of Tondela, Pacos, and Aves during that span. They've dropped only 2 out of their last 12, and they find themselves currently in 3rd place in the 18-team Primeira Liga. They're currently 17-8 with 4 draws. They also rank 3rd in the league in total goals allowed. And speaking of the scoring, oddly enough, Sporting's last 2 straight got over the total of 2.5 goals. 5 out of their last 8 also got over that number. So with all that said and done, give me Sporting minus 125, winning this one outright, and the over 2.5 goals in that contest. All right, let's go ahead and slide into our next and final matchup for the show. It's actually going to be in the Turkish Super League. Kayserispor taking on Besiktas. 2 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Now, Besiktas, they are the $1.35 favorite. Total's 3.5 juice to the under. The draw is plus $3. And if you like Kayserispor in an upset, they're also plus $3 to get the job done. Kayserispor is currently in 16th place out of 18 total teams in the Turkish Super League. They've won just 7 out of 29 total contests on the season and ranked dead last in total goals allowed. They've also struggled to put the ball in the net on the offensive side of things as well, ranking 14th in total goals scored. They're taking on a Besiktas club who's coming fresh off a solid 3-0 shutout victory over Konyaspor. They also blasted Denizlispor by the final of 5-1 during their match before that. They've dropped just 1 out of their last 7 and ranked 6th in the league in scoring. Besiktas also finds themselves just 4 points behind Sivasspor for that 3rd place spot in the standings. Now, total-wise, Besiktas saw 5 out of their last 6 stay under the total of 3.5 goals. 10 out of their last 13 also stayed under that number. Meanwhile, on the other side, Kayserispor saw their last 4 straight stay under that number themselves. Meanwhile, 6 out of their last 8 also stayed under the 3.5. Give me Besiktas minus 125 and the under 3.5 goals in that match. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. And from our Patreon platform, shout out to Gabe Manwazak, Nathan Natuzzi, Sahil Paddock, Irfan Oz, Trevor Miller, Tony Isagire, Ronnie Valentine, Johnny Sampson, Brian Cordovas, and Frank Supa. Next, from our Instagram platform, shout out to Luca Rosano, Will Slade, Gideon215, Beach Girl Fun, Chris Dewberry, Bullion911, Dean Sabo, Matthew Toughlove, Keaton Johnston, and Lika JPEG. And finally, from our YouTube platform, shout out to Kareem Razik, Magical Football, Wild Gremlins, SOP Striker, GTA Gamer Girl, Video Hunter Ricky, Champion Momento, Rickwell Bree, Muhammad Jama, and last but certainly not least, longtime viewer here, got to give a shout out to my man, Bo Dunn. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Sorry about the little bit of, the pause in the middle of the video. Sometimes as I'm going through the video, I don't do any cuts or edits, so I'll see a stat or a figure on my sheet that doesn't quite look right, and I just want to make sure it's right before I'm taking 6 to 7 different takes. So sorry about the pause there, but the info is good. And hey guys, that's going to do it for me. I gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Sunday or Monday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.